Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just thought I'd do a quick tip on oil changes on your average Japanese sport bike. I see two real common problems with, it seems like every other bike I own or work on, there is oil being too low and oil being way over full. So the over full problem tends to be people filling their oil on their kickstand. So your sight glass is usually on the right side on a lot of bikes. So if you have a kickstand, the bike is leaning over this way, your sight glass is much higher. So if you fill to the level in the sight glass, when you lean it back where it's supposed to be, it's going to be way over full. So, and that could be like half a quart, who knows, depending on the inside of the motor. I've drained quite a bit out of some bikes that were over full. And this can put a lot of stress on your seals inside the motor, especially when you're running tons of RPM, like on this bike, because it's my track bike. So it spends most of the time well above 8,000–10,000 RPM. So you definitely do not want to overfill the oil. So make sure that it's level. You can do it without stands if you want. You just have to tilt the bike and get it level so you can see where that level is on the sight glass and make sure it's at the upper or close, somewhere close to the upper. I usually maybe not quite all the way, but somewhere in there. But the easy way is just put it on stands. Front to back being level is not super critical. It's mainly just the side to side so you can get an accurate reading on that sight glass level. The other thing is that people will often, if they know to do that, they'll do the oil change, they'll put a new filter on, and then they go read the manual. Oh, I need 3 liters of oil. They'll put the 3 liters of oil or whatever it is, and then they might even check the sight glass and go right up to the line. Oh, I'm perfect. And then you're ready to ride after that, right? Incorrect. You need to make sure that after you fill the oil, usually I'll go close to the upper line, but then you need to remember that the oil filter is new and is empty. So you need to actually run the bike to circulate the oil, get the oil pump to flow oil through the filter and saturate it and get it full of oil. So that's going to take some of your oil out and then reduce your oil level. So what you need to do is just start up the bike after you put the oil in. Let it run for a couple minutes or however long. It's not super critical, just long enough to make sure you've warmed it up a bit and got the oil circulated and the oil filter is completely full. And then you shut it off and then wait for it to cool down, which is what I just did to this bike. So this bike was cold when I did a new filter on it, and I filled the oil up to the upper fill line, and then I ran it and turned it off, and it's now cold. So I'm going to show you the difference that made just by doing that. Okay, I apologize if that's hard to see. It's hard to get the light back in there, but you can see that my upper fill line, where it used to be, it is nowhere near there anymore, and it's now down almost to the lower fill line. So I need to add quite a bit of oil. And now that I know I'm pretty close, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil here. I would much prefer not to overfill it so I don't have to redrain it down. So yeah, that didn't quite move. You kind of get an idea for how much oil it needs to move the line up, and then just kind of pour accordingly. Just careful so you don't go too far. Even after that much, it's still only halfway. Okay. So I just add little bits at a time. I'm now right underneath the upper fill line. I'm going to keep it there just in case any more is still draining to the bottom. Alrighty, now my oil level is good. I've replaced my cap and I should be good to go and have fun on my track day on Sunday. Not a bad idea to ride the bike for the first time after you did an oil change and then come back, let it cool down and recheck it, just for those of you that are OCD and want to know for sure. I have had it change a little bit after coming back. It just takes time for the oil to drain back down to the pan to make sure you're getting an accurate reading on that sight glass. So again, make sure the bike is vertical, upright when you're checking the oil level, and make sure you have filled your filter with oil before checking, and make sure the bike is cool before checking. So hope this helps somebody out, and now you know how to do an oil change properly. And I guess that's about it. If you have questions, feel free to comment and let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help out. Have fun, ride safe.